Welcome back, everybody. All seven of you. Maybe I'll have more soon. I doubt it, but I might. But welcome back. It's the world is good again. Everything's gonna be perfect. Epstein list is released, non-redacted. Now we're gonna get to the bottom of everything, and all these people that were on that island are gonna pay for it. Once those names come out publicly, there's gonna be so many trials going on and so many people in trouble that we're gonna get the country back straightened out. And if you believe that one, I don't know what to tell you, because we can go back to the 90s. If every politician in Washington from the 90s, everybody, Democrat, Republican, if they're on that list since the 90s until present day, nothing's going to happen to them. We all know it. It's all going to come out in the news. Oh, Bill Clinton was on there. Oh, Trump was on there. And there, George Clooney. Everybody's on the island. Nothing's going to happen to these people. Nothing is going to happen to them. It's going to be the same old bull, It's going to be the same old thing. I don't care if it comes out tomorrow. Every name on that list, nothing's going to happen. The country's just done. I hate to be a doom and gloomer, but the country's done. We've been getting played for years by both sides. I'll talk political. I don't give a crap anymore. I voted for Trump three times for this guy. I thought he was going to do a great job. The first term, I was like, yeah, he's doing all right, but he's getting impeached every other week. So I was thinking, he really can't do his job. Then the election gets stolen from him, which why did they even bother stealing the election if they know who this guy is? They knew before I did. I've been sticking up for him for years, and I feel like a freaking fool. I'm sorry. I know there's people out there still think Trump is mega. I'm not buying it anymore. But Marjorie Taylor Greene was right. And I just think about this when she said she was going to resign. I knew why. Everybody's saying, "Oh, she's she's a coward. She doesn't want to fight for anybody." No, you know what the problem was? She was the only one fighting for Trump for years when he was getting, he was getting impeached and everything. She was the only one in his corner. The people who are on his side now, the anti-Trumpers, now they're all on his side because of Israel, because they're shills for Israel. I don't care about my channel. I'm just going to tell the truth. I don't really give a crap anymore. I'm just so sick of this shit going on in this country. But she went in there with him thinking he was going to be like Braveheart, like Mel Gibson. Come on, we have to fight for our freedom. Running into battle. And she's following him. He stops before he gets to the battle. You know what? Forget our freedom. Let's fight for Israel. What the hell is Israel? His two buddies there, the Irish guy and the guy with the red beard. What is Israel? I don't know. I thought you know. He's coming this way. He's going back that way. Oh yeah, who are we gonna follow now? That's what Trump was to Marjorie Taylor Greene. He turns around and calls her a traitor. Marjorie Taylor Greene. You're a terrible, terrible person. Marjorie Taylor Greene. She was a traitor to the country. All she wanted to do was get the Epstein list released to see whose names were on. And then he says, back in July or whatever it was, when he said that, and I feel so bad saying this about the guy. Because I love Trump. I love this guy. Because I thought he was going to bring our country back. At least try to. He's not doing anything for us. I mean, we got all these tariffs and whatever he's doing. Maybe there's some big thing behind. There's no 4D chess anymore. There's no 5D chess, whatever they call it. It's just all bull. Food prices are still up. Meat, gas is coming down a little bit here and there. Little things are coming down a little bit, but that's not even the problem. I mean, even like all the illegals that now Tom Homan goes to Minneapolis, and he's like, okay, we're just gonna leave now. Just gonna leave now. They get it under control here. That wasn't Tom Homan talking. That was Trump talking. Tom Homan, he's a fighter. I bet he's probably regretted getting involved with this administration. I bet he's just a tough guy. He wanted this thing to be solved, and he's a tough guy. And Trump just pulled him out. Same way Trump manipulates Bondi, Pam Bondi. She's a nitwit. After watching her the other day, and I love these people. Last year when they all get into it, I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna get them now. Oh, we get Cash Patel, we get Dan Bongino, we get this one, this one. They're not doing anything. They're not doing a thing. The Epstein list, when Trump, are we still talking about this guy? Are we still talking about this guy? I don't know. It's been so long ago. We talk about this guy? It's, so many other things going on. Then Bonnie gets up the other day and basically says a thing. He's the same thing. They're throwing her about the Epstein list, and she's talking about the freaking stock market. I don't have any money in stock market. I don't give about the stock market. I really don't care. I don't care about the stock market. How many people out there have money in the stock market besides people with money? There aren't many of us. I could care less about the stock market. And then finally, it's all going to be released. A big deal if it's released. Nothing's going to get done. So you can bring these people up in front of the judges and the crooked judges. And it's going to be more of the same. Nothing's going to get done. Is anybody else tired of this shit? Besides me, I'm getting really worn out by this. I'm 62 years old. My whole life I thought America's the greatest country in the world. We're getting played. I'm not an American. These politicians are Americans. I don't know what. I'm a patriot. I love God. I love my country, but it ain't America anymore because this country is just full of crap. Both sides suck, Democrats and Republicans. And I thought for sure I was going to be voting for, my whole life I've been voting for the lesser of two evils. You got these freaking nitwits up there running. I got to vote for, but I've never voted for a Democrat. Never in my life have I voted for a Democrat. I live in freaking Boston, Massachusetts, Kennedy land. I've never voted for a Democrat in my life. I'm probably the only moron in Boston that's never voted for a Democrat. And I'm proud of that. And if you don't like it, tough. I'm mad. You vote for these people because it's like, I got to vote for the guy who's a moron, but he's better than the other moron. This is what I've been doing my whole life, up until Trump. Reagan was my first president I ever voted for. I got to vote for him for a second term. I was too young to vote for his first term. He was a great president, I think. He might have been full of crap, too. Who knows? I don't know. But he was a great president, as far as I'm concerned. And Trump comes along, and I didn't like Trump. I'll be honest with you. I never liked Trump. My whole time growing up and watching this guy, I'm like, he's a freaking billionaire playboy scumbag. That's what I thought about him. I never really gave him a second thought. That stupid show he had on TV, The Boss, or whatever the frig it was. You're fired. Every time I heard the voice, I wanted to punch him in the face. But then, one night, I saw him on Sean Hannity back around 2012, I think it was. He started coming on Hannity. And he starts talking about America and how it's lost and how he'd like to get back. I'm like, who's this guy? I like this guy. He's talking my language. He's talking the language of the American people. He's like sitting there watching a relative across the table from you talking about things. And he gets elected 2016. I'm all for him. And I know I sound like I'm bashing him. I am, because he's not doing anything for this country. He's not doing a damn thing. I'm not going to vote for Democrat. I'm not going to sink to that level next time. But people got to wake up. I mean, this country's being run by Israel. I'm sorry, I'm a Christian. For years and years, I was told, Israel is a chosen people. They're not the chosen people anymore. Jesus, we chose Jesus as Christians in the New Testament. That's the new covenant. I'm sorry, the Old Testament is the old covenant. They've been blowing it for centuries, getting lost in the desert and worshiping false idols and all this crap. God's gonna keep a covenant with these people? No, sorry, bash me. I don't care. No, they're gonna get us some whole off Iran. I don't know who to trust anymore. All my life in hell, Iran, Iraq, they're also bad. They want to kill us. Why would they want to kill us? Because we're supporting Israel. Who wants to kill them and take over their land? I probably won't post this video, but then again, I don't give like I said, I don't give a crap. This is YouTube. I got 7 subscribers. This will never hit the air. 7 people, I'll probably lose 7 subscribers, but I don't care. I'll just keep on making stupid videos about my motorcycle or something. I'll find another screen name and post motorcycle videos in the summer. If the country's if I can still ride my motorcycle, if it's not in total turmoil and there's a civil war, if I gotta ride down the street with a club and my motorcycle and beating people, that's not gonna be much of a fun ride on my motorcycle, is it? I don't know nobody knows what's going to happen from day to day. It's not just the economy, it's people's attitudes. I'm pissed. And I don't like getting mad. But this freaking Epstein list thing really started bothering me last summer when Trump said that. Are we still talking about this guy? I'm like, wait a minute, what did he just say? I remember I got home from work. I turned the TV's over here. I turned the TV on. He's on there at the press conference. And Bonnie went to say something, and he stops her in mid sentences. Let me just say something. Are we still talking about this guy, Epstein? Are we still talking about this guy? Why are we still talking about this guy? Because he's a freaking child trafficker, President Trump. He's a child trafficker. And if you weren't on the island yourself, President Trump, then you know people who were, and you're trying to cover for them. That's my first instinct. Why would he say there's no list when he knows damn well it was a list of files? He knew it. She had it sitting on her desk, and all of a sudden it just disappears. Oh, there's no files. No, not until Marjorie Taylor Greene, who in my eyes is a freaking hero. She's mega. And to everybody saying, oh, she just quit. Oh, she's a quitter. Why follow a guy at the battle? Why fight if your leader is going to turn around and call you a traitor for trying to do something right? She's smart, is what she was. She got the hell out of Washington before it corrupted her, too. And people say, oh, she's corrupted. Oh, she's collecting a pension. I would have done the same thing. You go in there to fight for the American people, and she's getting called a traitor, and the country's done. I hate to, like I said, I hate to be a doom and gloomer, but the country is done. If nothing gets done about these people on the Epstein list, the country is finished. I saw a meme, whatever they call it on Facebook, something like it says that if the country's gonna fall apart because of the leaders or something who are involved in this thing, then let it fall apart. Because why follow people who gotta go and have sex with underage girls? Why follow people like that? Why keep putting them in power? Both sides suck. Democrats and Republicans suck. The Democrats are just worse than Republicans by a little bit because they at least they throw their mental in your face, their mental retardation, whatever the frick you want to call it. It's abort babies. Let's kill babies. Yeah, it's a good idea. Everybody, all the women vote for them. All you women out there vote for these idiots because they let you kill a baby. You don't care about anything else. I want to kill my baby. I'm going to vote for this one. Morons. You're freaking morons, okay? Cutting and children mutilating themselves. Yeah, I want that too. Yeah, I want to kill my baby, and if I have a baby, I want him to cut his penis off. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah. Women should not be allowed to vote. Take the vote away from women. Okay? Take it away from them if they can't handle it. They can't be serious and vote morally. What's moral about killing a baby? Oh, it's just a clump of cells. No, you're a clump of cells. No brain. I don't know. I'm just to the point where I just don't give a shit anymore. I think, and I don't know why people. I get that friend of mine I was telling you about who threw me under a bus years ago when I got fired from my job, laid off from my job that he could have saved. Who I'm friends with since sixth grade. His father just died recently, like this past week. I don't talk to this guy maybe once every couple of years, and we text or something. And so he texted me the other day and says, oh, I just want you to let you know my dad died. I'm like, oh, man, he was a good guy. His father was a good guy. He's like 94. And he lived a good life. And so I called my buddy to, I still talk to the guy. Even though he threw me under the bus years ago, I called him up. He hates Trump. I don't talk to him for years. He used to be a conservative. He used to be like me, like a conservative, like with a normal sense of morality. He's on the same side as nut jobs. And I'm sorry if any of you 7 people are subscribers, if you're nut jobs too, unsubscribe. I don't want to make people hate my channel or anything. I don't even have a channel. It's just me talking to a freaking camera. But it's just the world's just getting stupider by the day. This Epstein thing, nothing comes from this. The country's just done. I mean, if they can come out with every name, Bonnie saying there's like 300 people on there. Come on, 300 over the course of that much time, and all these names all these people want to get hidden. 300 people. Come on, Pam. It's probably more like 3,000 or more. Epstein came from nowhere. Guy was like a high school teacher or something in New York. All of a sudden, he's got an island filled with prostitutes. Gee, I wonder who funded that. Any ideas? Anybody? Like Netanyahu? Maybe Israel. Maybe can I say that? Can I say Israel on YouTube? Is that allowed still? Is that still allowed to say Israel? Being behind all this crap. Epstein got these people on his island. These morons fell for it. These immoral freaking pieces of crap. They'll jump on a plane. Yeah, let's go have some fun with some 14, 13-year-old girls. And then you're hearing they're killing his babies are eating. What do you believe nowadays? I believe that. I can't not believe that happened. Because that world is so screwed up. How could that not happen? These idiots out there, they get these girls, they're probably knocking them up, probably having babies, and then carving them up like turkeys. Who knows what was going on that island? It's insane. It's insanity. It's immoral and it's insane. It's evil. We have an evil government. And people better wake up to that fact. We're all fighting each other. Get these morons out there with the protest signs against us. Oh, you're taking people off the street. No, taking rapists and murderers that came into the country illegally. We have no idea who they are. That's who these people are. Some of them. I mean, I know there's a lot of good people, but when 10 million people crowd over the border, some of them are going to be bad people. Okay? Law of averages, they're not going to be saints. They're sneaking into a country, and they got Lake and Riley. That's one example of a girl that got murdered by an illegal. And these people are protecting these people. Something's got to happen. I don't want a civil war. Nobody wants a civil war because I mean that's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Okay, you gotta be out there. Who you gonna kill? Who you gonna fight? Grandma down the road with a Kamala sign in her front yard? Who are you gonna fight? It's the government doing this shit to us. Both sides of the government are playing us all against each other. Like everybody's falling for it. I'm not falling for it anymore. I'm not a Trump supporter anymore. And I friggin' hate saying that. I hate that I have to say that. The lesser of two evils. That's what I ended up doing. That's why I ended up throwing my friggin' vote away the last time. The lesser of two evils. He's not doing anything. He's a lying. I don't know anymore, guys. I don't know. I know a lot of people are getting angry. I know I'm just I'm just fueling the fire that I shouldn't be. I try to be godly, and I try to, but it's hard when you see a country just disintegrate before you rise. We're American citizens, most of us. We were born here, we're raised here, we pay taxes here, and they bring people in that don't pay taxes, and they give them I live in Boston. Our mayor and the governor, the mayor of my city and the governor of my state gives free stuff away to people who come over the border illegally, aren't supposed to be here. They get free stuff, and guys like me, older than me, a little bit older, getting Social Security checks that are worth dirt. You can't even pay your rent with it. And these people are getting free housing and free cars and free food and everything else. And look at YouTube, guys. There's a guy named Peter Santinelli. I forget his name. He's got a great channel. About a year or two ago, he went out and he was doing investigative reporting on. Get my light back. On the illegals coming into the country. You go around hotels. There's one here in Massachusetts, not too far from, out in the western part of the state, I think. Knocking on doors. They closed down. These motels closed down, and they get illegals living there illegally for free. People living in these motels are like veterans, guys that couldn't afford rents. They were living in these motels for nightly or weekly rates. Get out. Get out. It's time for the illegals are moving in for free. Get out. The government's got to give us money for your room. Get out. Get out in the street. Veterans. Being it's unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. And it's happening. People can deny it all you want. Oh, this guy's a conspiracy theorist. It's happening right in front of our eyes, people. It's happening right in front of our eyes. Nobody's doing anything about it. I don't know. I'm just in a bad mood today. It's just going to be every day you think about this. I try to live my life and walk my dog. I love my dog. Look at my dog. There, little over here. Little Choxy over here. Choxy's Den. I even named my channel after I think I should name my channel something else like disgruntled ex-American. I'm American. I'm thinking about I got an American flag in my house every day since 9/11 happened. Every house I've lived in, I've had an American flag flying right out front. I want to take that flag down now because this isn't the country. The government is America at this point. They're America. The people don't mean shit. Sorry for my language. I might get a big shamrock flag. I'm Irish. Irish American. I'm American, Irish American. I might just get a big white flag with a big green freaking shamrock on it to say who I am. I don't know, people. I just don't know. What are we gonna do? There's nothing we can do. The Civil War is not gonna help. Getting back to my buddy, yeah, he's a die-in-the-wool Trump hater. Sticking up for the. I don't know. I just don't get it. I don't understand anymore. So I just hope I don't drink the Kool-Aid someday and I'll be on here. Oh, vote for Democrats. Oh, save us. If that ever happens, find out where I live and shoot me in the head. Okay, you got my permission. Just shoot me, because that means my freaking skull and my brain, my skull is empty. My brain just got sucked out somewhere. I know I'm ranting. I'm insulting a lot of people. I know. I don't care. You know. Hope it's not on my 7 subscribers, because I like you guys. You subscribe to my channel. And I don't know. If you make videos like this and you don't know if YouTube's even gonna put them on or promote them or whatever. And I really don't care. And like I said, maybe I'll keep this channel and rant on it, and then make up another channel with my motorcycles in the spring and just me riding around my Harleys. Like nothing ever happened. Who knows? Anyway, people, that's it for today. I'm in a bad mood, and I don't know. God bless you. I don't know. The country's it's not the country I grew up in. If the country I grew up in was my country, I don't know. I don't even know anymore what it was, because I think both sides of this government have been planning stuff for years. I mean, it's an act. It's a movie they're making. Both sides arguing back and forth, especially if nothing gets done about this Epstein list. It's just they're both on the same team, and we're not on it. It's like George Carlin said years ago. I forget his quote, but it was basically what I just said. They're their own team, and we ain't even playing. We're not even playing. We're just the pawns. They collect our money in taxes. They give it away. They spend it in ways we don't want them to. The government is there for protection. You got your trash pickup, you got your police, you got your fire locally, and then internationally you got your Army and Navy, Marines, and Air Force. You pay money for that. That's what I consider paying money for. I'm not paying money for Somalians to live in Minneapolis and take over the country with Muslim beliefs. I don't even care about Muslim. I don't know. I don't even know if there was. I don't even know if they're responsible for 9/11 at this point. You don't know if Israel did that. You don't know if Muslims did. You don't know if George Bush did it. I have no clue. I have no freaking clue. I'll admit it. I have no idea who did that at this point. My light keeps going out on my TV. I need that light on so people can see my pretty face. Anyway, things might get better, but I doubt it. I wouldn't be surprised if Trump goes to James Comey's house on the weekend. Hey Jim, what are you writing on the beach tonight, Jim? 86 Trump. I like that. They'll really get the man. I know Donald. Yeah. Right. Trump sucks. That's a good one too. That's a good one. Yeah. Who knows what these people are doing behind closed doors? They're probably just all together on it. I think they're all together on it. They don't. One thing I do know is they don't care about the American people anymore, if they ever did. And that should make you pretty mad. That should make you pretty angry, because I'm pretty angry. Like, you got to throw your hands up and go, what are you going to do? Just protect your own house, your own family. If it comes to your door, fight back. That's all I tell my family that, because we really can't do anything about this, what's going on in the country. But if they come to your door to take stuff from you, don't let them. just fight to your death. Because I mean, that's if you don't, you're just giving into the system and just die a pawn or a I don't know. I don't even know anymore. Anyway, people, I'm if you get to the end of the video, thanks for watching. And I'll have another one coming out soon. All right. God bless you from Shoxy's Den. Stay strong out there.